All right, and we're good. What's up? This is Pyrroh's podcast. It's Pyrroh here. I got Shawn in the house with me today. What's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Here, speak up, man. Talk into that for them.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear him? Yeah. So what's up, man? How you been doing?
Yeah, pretty good.
My bad. Don't mind the stems.
Yeah.
It's just trash. Don't nobody care for that.
Oh shoot, dude, I used to take those, chew them up.
Chew. I think everybody went through that phase at one time. Just chew up the stems, throw the seeds.
Fuck yeah.
If you got seeds, I think the weed has evolved from nothing but sticks and stems and seeds, compressed brick weed to, well, fluffy ass nuggets with no seeds.
Hey man, some people can use the seeds.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can definitely use the seeds, but I've watched weed evolve. Let me see that ashtray right there.
Okay.
I've watched it evolve from the bullshit weed. I can imagine back in the 70s, like, holy shit, your weed must have been terrible.
Hey, that's why everybody did acid, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. So you're just gonna jam out to music and trip balls all night. But I mean, to each his own. That's what you do. Damn.
Oh well.
That's terrible, man. That's a sad. I'm running out. Whatever. So yeah, what's up, man? How you doing over here in North Dakota? You're from here, right?
Fuck yeah.
North Dakota, Minot or what?
Yeah, I'm from Minot.
Oh,
Born and raised.
What do they call them? Minotians? Is that what they call you? Native motherfuckers?
Hey, I ain't native. Well, actually, I am a little native, but nobody's ever gonna realize that.
Not native, man. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, like native.
Here. Like you're from here.
Native North Dakotan.
Yeah. I'm saying like they call you Minotians here. I don't know what they call people.
I've never heard anybody call me before.
Because I know I'm from Houston, so if you're from Houston, they call you a Houstonian. Or if you're from Charlotte, you're a Charlottean.
Charlottean. Or a Floridian
or a Floridian, yeah, or
Georgian,
like you know, it's that type of thing. I don't know what they call people from Minot, Minotian. Makes sense.
Trailer trash?
Oh, shit. There's a lot that I can say about that.
Yeah. Pretty much what half of Minot is.
Gonna bite my tongue on that one. I love you all, guys. Yeah, nothing but love.
Wait, so how long have you been at Minot for?
Me, I've been here for... This March is going to be 5 years.
Oh, so you're kind of used to the weather.
You can never really get used to it, but I can tolerate it. Let's put it that
there's
way.
Nothing better than a little 40 below every once in a while.
Just to, remind you you're alive still. I'm like,
Just
holy shit, dude.
When you walk outside and your face is just freaking beet red and you've only walked out the door.
Your balls shrivel into your stomach and, oh, it's terrible. It's a terrible feeling, guys. All you people that live in Florida, Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, all you guys.
I went to Texas one time.
Be glad.
It was 115 degrees outside.
Yeah.
I got off the plane and said, fuck this, get me on the next flight back. I was like, this is too damn much. I stand outside for 5 minutes and I burn like a freaking lobster.
Yeah, it gets hot. Like, I remember being there. It was 99 degrees one day, but the humidity was super hot. And it just, you walked out and it's just sweat pouring.
That's something we don't get up here. Nope. We don't get big humidity.
Not at all. You get dry heat up here, but you also get dry cold too, which is also good. Just, but it's windy as fuck.
Oh god.
This is a windy state.
A calm breeze is 25 miles an hour.
Oh god. Natural air conditioning all day, every day.
Hey, like somebody said, North Dakota's so flat you can watch dogs run away for 2 weeks.
Yep. You'll be watching them run till they get hungry.
And then you see them run back.
Yeah, and then they're running more. Like, damn. What else? What's been going on with Minot, man? I know you've watched this place evolve.
Oh, shoot. Well, I remember when this place right here that you up in was like outskirts of town.
Really?
Like the YMCA was considering going out of town.
Wow.
And now, you know Hobby Lobby over here? That used to be Walmart.
Really?
Yeah. And Kohl's and everything, that used to be the whole Walmart building.
Jeez. Okay, so for those that don't know about Minot is literally about 3 square miles from the dead center of town. There's one Walmart. There's one Taco Bell.
There's one Taco Bell. 2 Taco Johns, though.
2 fucking Taco Juans.
And fucking...
Taco Porta Juan.
I think there's 5 McDonald's.
Yeah, there's fucking McDonald's all over the place. There's Subways and...
Well, fuck, everybody's got a Subway.
It sucks. I hate it. There's no real options, but there's so many stupid-ass options. Like, they're all the same. I see a lot of Vietnamese and Thai food coming up. I see a lot of Mexican food coming up. But, again, it's got to be done right. It's got to be done absolutely right.
Yeah.
I'm a big thing on, like, when it comes to food, that's, like, one of my passions in life. Like, food has got to be right.
Well, hey, obviously you can tell I like the food, too.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, like food is...
a culture.
Yeah, and as an art form even, like, dude, you got to respect that shit. I mean, people are consuming that. The energy you put into that food, people are consuming that energy. So if you're pissed off making food in the back, dude, nobody wants. It's going to taste like shit. Yeah. It's going to taste like shit every time. So that's not, I don't know. I'm real picky when it comes to that. But just because I know the way that humans work, and I've worked in the restaurant business.
Well, yeah.
So I know how people can get frustrated real quick and they just lose it and they're like, fuck this. I don't want to do this no more. And they just give up on the food. So you can't give up on the food.
Well, fuck, you give up on food, you're dead.
Yeah. And I was thinking, okay, see, this was one of my ideas for a restaurant. I think servers should get paid what the cooks make. Okay?
Well, yeah, it's the servers that are out, you know.
And the cooks make what the servers make. But the customers walking in already know the concept of the restaurant. You go in there, you're tipping the cook. You're not tipping your servers. Your server, fuck the server. If the server gives you shitty ass service, fuck them. They're not getting that money anyway. They're already getting paid.
Yeah.
You're paying for the quality of the food because that's where a lot of people fuck up. Like, you know, you're not. You're like placing all the blame that the food is shitty on the server, and the server had nothing to do with that. So it's like, and then you don't tip the server because the food was shitty and it wasn't even the server's fault.
Yeah.
So to eliminate that shit, I was just like, yo, servers make the $14. They don't have to worry about getting tipped or anything. Whatever the customer leaves as a tip, that tip goes to that cook.
But then you run into the problem of, you know, servers being assholes and, you know, treating people like shit.
Well, that's why the people going in already know the concept. You're not tipping the server. You're tipping the cook, the food. That's why you came into the restaurant in the first place. You didn't come in here to hang out with the server. And if you did, take that shit somewhere else, man.
Oh, yeah.
Take that shit somewhere else. So it's just one of those things. Like, I mean, we can eliminate that type of shit. People, and I bet you there'd be a lot better cooks out there.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of them would actually quit.
Everybody.
Like, a lot of them would be like, fuck that. I'm not making no $3.25 plus tips. And I'd be like, yeah, you ain't got the confidence in your food. Like, your ability is shit then. Get the fuck out the kitchen. Bye.
But imagine, like, what's one of your favorite places to eat in Minot?
Mi Mexico.
Oh, I haven't been there in a while. I think the last time I went there, I got the shits.
They got tacos. They got barbacoa tacos. So nowhere else in town that has that. I have to go there.
But you got to think, how would the food change? Because if the cooks are having that bad attitude, like they don't want to get paid that way, they could also turn them.
Oh, I know. Yeah, not want to cook at all. It's a double-edged sword. I mean, it's either going to swing the good way, and it's going to swing heavy the good way, or it's going to swing heavy the wrong way, the bad way. Like, they're either going to give it up and fuck that. But see, then again, that's where you weed those motherfuckers out.
Yeah, and then you get the good people in.
The people that actually know that, I'm getting paid based on what I can do. Well, that's so much better. I'd rather get paid based on what I can do.
You get a lot higher end food out of it for the people that want to cook.
Yep.
The people that like go to culinary art school who want to cook, who want to be that top chef, who want to be the next Gordon Ramsay.
Right.
Those are the people that are going to be making a lot of money because they're making a fucking awesome food.
People are leaving $20 tips, like, you know.
Like, yeah.
And I kind of got the concept of that because there was a restaurant that opened. I forgot where it opened, but their whole concept was you just pay what you feel like the food was worth.
Yeah.
So if the food wasn't worth $5, but then you get the cheap asses motherfuckers
cheap-ass
that'll come in there and be like, oh, this is shitty. When in actuality, it's fucking bomb and shit. But they're like, oh, this is shitty. Here's $5. Like, come on, man. Yeah. So you can lose a lot of money that way. But I was just thinking, you know, what if you just reverse the roles of the server and the cook, or the pay wages?
Yeah.
I bet you those cooks will straighten up, or they'll shape up or ship the fuck out. Like, dude, come on, stay on top of it.
Yeah.
And Minot's notorious for having shitty ass cooks.
Well, it depends where you go.
Yeah,
there's a lot of places. It depends where you go.
I worked in a lot of these restaurants. I know, like, dude, get on top of your game, man. It's okay. It's okay. Like, yeah, you fucked up one time. So what? You gonna fuck up about 100 more times.
Well, yeah.
And ain't nobody criticizing you, man. Get back on it and do this shit. I just feel like people get discouraged once, like, they fuck up one time. They're like, oh, man, I'm gonna fuck up again. I'm gonna keep fucking up. And it's not that way. Like, dude, just keep going. Keep it going.
You keep trucking along.
Yep. I promise it'll happen for you.
Which is, I kind of learned that when I was younger, because, I might have been from Minot, lived in Minot, but a lot of my roots are out at the farm. I got a farm about an hour and 45 minutes away.
Damn, hell yeah.
So, that's long days. And there's not a lot you get out of it. There's a lot that you get out of it, but...
Sorry.
But you're good.
Sorry, you were saying about your farm?
Oh, I was like, what? Yeah, long days. You don't really get much out of it.
Working.
It's just all work. All work and a lot of play.
I can imagine, dude. You got all that land.
Oh, God. It's awesome. We got freaking dirt bikes, freaking 4x4s. And you can do really whatever.
Yeah, 4-wheelers is so much fun.
Oh, God.
I bet out here, too, because it's so flat and you just take off. Like, you're just gone. Like, when I rode 4-wheelers, it was in Charlotte, and we would go to the mountains.
Yeah.
Or we would go, like, right out on the outskirts, just like Piedmont area. So it's kind of hilly, but it's not, like, flat. Or in the mountains, obviously, it's not going to be flat.
No.
So it's crazy that, out here, you can just get on one of the things and be gone. You hit that tree line. Hope you don't run out of gas once you get there.
No, especially with, a lot of the 4-wheelers you get now, you can either get your, we got our utility 4-wheelers and everything that we actually use for the farm. We got the sprayers, we got all that stuff. But then we got the race.
Your sport one.
Yeah,
the
sport
one that you do for fun.
So when you get a nice flat gravel road.
What kind do you have? Like a Banshee or something? Or what?
Yeah. Well, we had a Banshee. And then we got a Raptor now.
Raptor, yeah. Those are nice.
Big Raptor.
Ooh.
And I'm not allowed to ride that one anymore.
Nah. Would you flip it? You rolled it?
Yeah. It's just that thing got screwed up, bro.
Oh man.
Let's just say my dad was not very happy about that one.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I came out all right,
but the Raptor was injured.
The couple $1,000s I had to put back into it. But hey, when you're working and when I go up to the farm, I'm not just on my farm. I help other people out. I help everybody out. It's all, and obviously I'm gonna get paid for that. So of course. I make some good damn money.
Yeah, and shit, they got money too. So.
Yeah, especially the big farmers. The ones that got like 12 fucking combines. And
damn, dude, and those things are $500,000 each. Like,
oh yeah,
shit.
Some of the
easily.
I think a lot of the people that like live in bigger cities or don't live in the farming community think, farmers are just broke. Because they fucking have to till the land, they do everything.
They think they're poor.
No.
That is far from the case. As a matter of fact, farmers got more money than half the city that I've been in. Like, dude, y'all ain't got shit compared to these dudes.
Fuck, I know a farmer. He could sell one of his combines and have a fucking Lambo in his fucking
easily. And the funny part about it is that he can actually, so there's a market for those combines. They're there. They're still making them.
Trust me, like the freaking guy down the street or down the road or a fucking mile away, they'd be seeing that combine, see what it can do.
Right. And they're like, I like that.
I want one.
Yeah, I need something like that. That's helping. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, there was this one time where when I had first moved to Minot, like I kind of had that same notion that farmers were like, they're like some bumpkin motherfuckers. Like, man, y'all so. But see, I'm used to the southern redneck motherfuckers that really don't have money.
Hey, there's one thing I gotta say. There might be southern rednecks, but once you come up here and meet a few good motherfuckers, you'll believe that there's rednecks up
everywhere.
Here too.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere. That's not. I mean, I worked with a couple. I know that for a fact.
And we're on the bum fucking ass of fucking Canada.
Yep.
And those crazy motherfuckers do a bunch of shit too. My farm is literally on the south. Like right
really?
south of, like
so
at
you're
night.
Going north.
at night I can see Canada. Like,
Damn,
there's
just
a
lit up.
Do you know where Estevan is? Estevan?
Yeah.
Saskatchewan? Yeah. We are right south of there. So at night, if I go out in a certain field, climb up on a little hill, I can fucking look out, see all the other towns around us, and see big ass fucking Estevan.
Damn.
Just lit up.
That's awesome. See, a lot of people don't get that. No, but what I was saying is like the first time I got to Minot, I met somebody and he said that he worked out on a farm.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was just dressed like whatever, like, you know, it didn't look like he had money at all. Like that's for sure. So we go out, we're going to get some food, and then he's like, all right, no, man, I got this. Don't worry about it. I'm like, nah, dude, it's like fucking $80. Like, I'm putting in my 20. And he's like, nah, dude, I got it. Don't worry about it. I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna fucking say it twice, dude. You already offered twice, so there you go. I'm not gonna let you do it. That's rude. Motherfucker pulls out a wad of hundreds. Like 3-inch wad of hundreds. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I was like, hold up. I was like, what the fuck do you do for a living? He's like, I work on a farm, man. Me and my dad, we just sold a bunch of corn. I was like, corn? Motherfucker, corn? And it's crazy because he has this fucking fat ass wad. He just pulls 100 from the top. Boom, there we go. All right, you guys ready? And just doesn't even wait for change. And then let's go. I'm like, shit. Well, let me get on a farm. Yeah. Let me start fucking harvesting some corn and shit. I'll do it.
Well, another thing is up in North Dakota, we got oil.
That too.
So, you know, one oil plant on your little plot of land, as long as you got the mineral rights and everything, holy shit, you get a fat fucking check every month.
I can imagine that. Like that to me is residual income where you don't even have to do anything anymore, and that money just keeps rolling in. You can sit on your ass for the rest of your life, and you'll always have a check.
Oh yeah,
that's goals.
One of my dad's buddies, like my dad works in town. And you know, he sees rich farmers come in all the time because he works over at a vehicle shop. So they sell, you know where Dakota Truck Farm is, right?
Yeah.
So he works out there, and you know, he used to be a salesman, go out to these big farms, sell them a bunch of tires. And
tires, them tires are expensive too.
Yeah. Big tires too.
Yeah.
You know, some farmers are not so friendly about that because, you know, obviously he's got to walk up to the house, knock on the door.
Right. So that's intrusion,
well, there was definitely one time where pretty sure my dad shit his pants.
Oh,
because there's a big fucking dog running out, and he's like, "Nope, I'm done." That was his last day of on the road salesman, so he's back at the shop now. He's like, "I'm not doing that no more.
I'm not gonna get attacked by a dog. I'm good." That's crazy.
You'd be surprised what these farmers out here.
Oh, I couldn't.
Well,
I couldn't imagine.
And dude, you think, you know, South Carolina, North Carolina, that area, you know, everybody's got moonshine. Everybody that's got land. You know, they brewing something.
They got land, motherfuckers.
They brewing something.
They got land.
It's the same thing up here. It's the same exact thing up here. Every farmer out here is doing something.
They're brewing up a batch.
Either brewing up a batch or, you know, brewing up a batch of something else.
Growing that marijuana.
Or, you know, the over-the-top stuff. Because you know Williston. You know...
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Anybody listening, fuck that shit.
Yeah, Williston's not the friendliest.
Remember, motherfuckers, Breaking Bad was a TV show.
But we live in it.
It's like, this is real fucking life over here. These motherfuckers are doing this shit.
I remember when Williston was the nicest town in North Dakota. Nicest place in North Dakota to live in.
Wow.
When the oil boom was at hike and everybody was making money, that's when everything was good. That's when Williston was making bank. Pulling in tax. You know, that's when everybody had the nice trucks, everything.
That was only a couple years ago. That was...
Well, even when I was real young.
Oh, really?
It was real high because it died again and then came back a couple years ago. And then it was dead again.
That's when I moved here. Yeah, it is dead again.
But as soon as it died, you know, everybody was starting to get stressed out about money. Everybody was leaving. So the people that didn't have the money to leave because they were spending all their shit were staying here.
They got stuck.
Getting into the bad shit.
They got stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, and a lot of people really fall into that trap with drugs here. Mm-hmm. I've noticed that. Like, I'm sorry, man. That sucks. Like, you don't have to do that, you know?
Yeah.
You don't have to.
A lot of people
And-
resort to the stuff that they probably shouldn't.
I mean, I understand drinking,
Yeah,
and I understand smoking weed. That's one thing. I mean, even eating mushrooms and taking some acid once in a while. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. If you explore yourself and if you're trying to do something in that general sense, cool. I don't have a problem with that. But if you're just getting fucked up to get fucked up, that's a problem. Like, I'm sorry, but that's a fucking problem.
Yeah, the hard drugs are bad.
You can't figure yourself out on meth.
You know
you can't figure yourself out on heroin.
You know that show, Drugs Inc.?
Yeah.
They did an episode about Williston.
Really?
Yeah.
It got that bad there. Yeah. Holy shit. I might have to check that out.
The sheriff that they were like mainly going around
following.
Yeah. I think he graduated in Minot. Like, my dad knew him. I can't remember how he knew him, but he knew him. So when that episode came out,
he's like, yo, what the
Yeah, my dad loves that show. He watched it all the time.
He probably freaked out.
Like, new episode came on. He was like, what?
That's crazy.
There's a huge prostitution ring and everything.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that happening in Williston. That I mean, it's pretty obvious because all the money's over there in Newtown area and all that. You know, all those people were making bank. And this was like 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. It's like people were making bank, and I mean bank.
Oh shoot, I got a story for you.
Go for it.
When my dad worked at his old job, it was kind of the same thing. One of the other tire salesmen, outside salesmen, had to stay in Williston. Well, he walked into this hotel, and this lady came up to him, and she asked, "Do you need anything?" And he thought the lady worked there, so he thought she was just like a maid or something like that. He's like, "No, I just walked in the door. I haven't even checked in yet." And she was like, "All right, well, let me know what number you're in. I'll come check on you later." So he checks in, tells her the number, walks upstairs, barely gets in his room. Gets in his room, puts his thing down, takes his jacket off, gets a knock on the door. There she is. Like, she's like, "Do you need anything?" And he's like, "I don't know. I just got here. I mean, you can come in. I'll take a look around, check everything." Turns around, walks into the room, hears the door close, turns around, this girl's got her shirt off.
Oh, shit.
And he was like, whoa. Hey, now, slow down. I'm married, got 2 kids.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, well," he was like, "I know what you thought." So what ended up happening was they sat up there for like a half hour, 45 minutes, just drinking, talking and everything.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like just having a conversation and...
Put your shirt back on, lady.
Yeah, obviously. And, she gets a phone call, hangs up the phone or whatever, and leaves.
I gotta go.
And it's just like, oh, okay.
Pimp was like, "Yo, what the fuck you taking so long for?"
Like, "I was drinking beer." Obviously, she probably didn't say that.
Well, she's probably like, "I'm done. I'm on my way." I don't know how fucking hookers talk or escorts or whatever the fuck you want to call them.
Yeah,
prostitutes, whatever you want to call them, dude. They're all in the same profession. They're all trying to get your money to either give you blue balls or to fuck you and suck you.
Well, yeah.
It's that simple.
But
it's unfortunate, but
hey, some people got to make a living,
I mean, I'm not knocking it. If that's what you do, that's what you do.
Some people got to make money. Some people
go for it. If that's how you make your money, just don't think you don't make my money.
It's just
I don't want any of that, so I'm good.
The funny thing I see about, especially in Minot, growing up here and seeing things over the years is, I don't understand how anybody in this town doesn't have a job. Anybody, because I can drive down Broadway and see at least 7 help wanted signs, or come apply here, or it's just, it doesn't make sense to me why some people.
I had a running joke that I had when I was when I first moved here again. I was like, man, I can get a job anywhere. I'm just gonna open my own business and sell help wanted signs, because damn, I can make bank.
Pretty much good.
Like, yeah, it's like there's so many people are hiring. I could sell help wanted signs and I'll have a job.
Well, yeah, pretty much. And
or creative help wanted signs, because all of them started to look the same. It was like, oh man, you ain't gonna get nobody's attention. But yeah, you're right. There's no reason why somebody should be without a job here. You can get a job.
And you'd be surprised about how many people out here don't have jobs. Or
they're just fucking lazy, dude. There's no other way. There's no other way around it. There's no excuse to that shit. That's exactly what's happening. They're fucking lazy. They don't want to work. What they want to do is just have something handed to them. They think they're going to get a come up or, a big break or something's going to happen without putting anything in. I'm sorry. I've never fucking met an ATM machine that just fucking spits out money without you putting something into it. I'm sorry.
When you hear of one, let me know.
Right. Like, yeah, I'll be right there. It's like, you can't not put anything into the machine and expect the machine to spit good shit out for you. It's not going to happen, dude. The machine's going to chew you up along with everything else. You're going to be food for that machine. If you don't feed the machine, you're going to become the food. So that's how I look at it. Like, I can't let that machine fucking eat me up. And it tries to every fucking paycheck. Every time I look at my check, that machine is crunching away at my life. I'm like, dude, you back the fuck up, man. I need to do something else.
Yeah, and if you think living here is expensive now,
hell no.
Nah, 5 years ago when rent for the shittiest places we're going for like $1,200. Yeah,
$1,200. When I first moved here, it was $1,200 for one of these places, and these aren't even that great. So
that's when the oil boom was here. Everybody was living in town. Everybody had money.
Yeah, and I lucked out because in that time when everybody had a shitload of money, they opened the art space. And the art space was for artists, and it was income based.
Oh,
so if you made too much money, you're not allowed to live there because they were because they were like trying to get low income people.
Really?
So I mean, if you can afford this, why are you living here? You can afford your own place and have your own space. So me, I had been down on my luck shit for the past year and a half before that. So they looked at all my shit. They're like, damn, man, how the hell did you survive? How are you alive right now? Because you didn't make shit. I think I made $1,200 in 1 year.
Damn.
Yeah. $1,200 on paper.
Were you here before or after the flood?
After.
You were here after.
I was here after the flood. Because that was 2011.
Yep, summer of 2011.
I got here.
That was a shitty.
I bet. I can only imagine.
Oh my god, it was so bad.
I got here 2013. 2013, I got here.
So you were at the right end of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So when everybody was pretty much getting back in their houses.
Yep. Everything was looking somewhat brand new, being rebuilt and shit. You can still see some of the damage.
Oh yeah. Have you seen the book that the Minor News came out with?
Nuh-uh.
Well, there's
just like a book with pictures and everything.
It's a picture book of all the flood. How high the waters were, like where Ramstead School. Ramstead School, right?
No.
Middle school. Well, it's out north of town now, but it used to be right down by the college. It's a big open lot now.
Okay.
Because I got all flooded out. College.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about now. Because Justin lives right behind it.
Oh yeah,
Justin lives right behind it.
But yeah, that used to be the middle school.
Oh wow.
But lucky for us, lucky for my dad. I don't live at home anymore, but I think it was the year before, or like 6 months before the flood happened. We moved in to a house that was on top, like not in the valley, but like right on top of the hill. So, we just get living there for like 6 months to a year. Flood happens. We got my aunt, my two grandparents, family friends who have 2 kids each. Like they have 2 kids. And, me, my brother, or me, my sister, my dad, and my stepmom, we're all living in this house. And it's not the biggest. Like, it's a pretty...
But that's a cramped space, man. Like, that's a lot of people you got to come home to every day. Like, oh, wow. I couldn't do that. Like, I need my space. Like,
but it definitely brought us together pretty close.
That's good.
Because a couple of years after that, my grandma passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, it was so nice to just be able to live in there. You take a lot of things for granted when you live up here. Like, we don't got these big freaking malls like these big cities do. We don't have the big known stores like freaking.
Yeah, I got you. Like, just all the things that people would take for granted in a big city.
Yeah.
There's no arenas. Rock stars aren't showing up every weekend. Yeah.
I mean, we've had some pretty good bands.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying, like, the frequency of getting that is not as frequent, I guess I could say,
but
say Minneapolis or whatever.
Yeah, but it makes everybody that lives here a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Which,
I do feel that here.
When I went to Indianapolis, I went for a NASCAR race.
Mm-hmm.
And we get there, me and my grandpa. My grandpa's like 74 years old. Better shape than I am.
Damn.
Motherfucker's just chugging along. He's worked since he was 12 years old. He's been working 3 jobs since he was 14.
Damn.
Just working all the time.
The worker right there.
He is probably one of the nicest persons I know. We went to Indianapolis, and everybody we talked to was like, wow, is everybody that nice in North Dakota? And we're like, well, pretty much, unless you get into the assholes. But
unless you deal with the druggies.
Well, and a lot of the people that are on shit and, like, not the good people, they're not from here.
Yeah, I've noticed that, too.
They come from everywhere else.
I've noticed that. A lot of them coming from the West Coast. I'm not going to say certain states because it's all over.
Some Southerners, too, but...
Yeah, those... gosh, it just sucks that it's kind of everywhere. It doesn't matter where you go. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Never used to be like that. You never heard of anybody getting busted for meth, anybody getting busted for this. There's a lot of weed in town. Like,
there's a lot of weed in town everywhere you go.
Everywhere you go, there's always
find some weed. Because it's the most easily grown, the most readily available.
But you never heard anybody about like, a couple months ago, some lady got busted with like 10, 15, 20 pounds of freaking meth in her car.
Jesus Christ.
It's just like, really?
Or like
is that what it's come to?
Or when, oh man, what's her name? That girl we used to work with?
Yeah.
She had her wallet stolen.
Yeah, and that was the lady who got her ID.
Yeah, and tried to use it. And then she ended up getting busted for having drugs on her. And it's like, obviously, she
tried using somebody else's ID. Like, you're
smart
gonna get busted for something.
Smart one.
Yeah.
I mean, I was saying this earlier. I love the technology we got nowadays because of things like that. Because you will be held accountable for all of your actions now. Like, you can't hide.
No.
I'm sorry, man. The shit is there. It's being recorded. Everything that you do, you're being watched. And just keep your nose clean, man. Keep your nose clean because you are being tracked. And I don't care what anybody has to say. I'm not a fucking conspiracy theorist anymore. I'm pretty much over all that shit. But I do see what the fuck is going on. I'm not blind.
Yeah, you gotta see what's going on.
Everything that you do is on your phone. Everything that you do is on your phone. So if somebody gets a hold of your phone, they got a hold of a lot of shit that you're doing.
They got you.
Yeah, they got you. So that's scary, but at the same time, I love it because, I love it that Facebook now tells you so-and-so's been or was active 2 minutes ago or a minute ago or 3 minutes ago. It's like, I'm glad it tells you that because, like, you send a message to somebody. It's like, yo, I need you to respond, man. I need an answer. And then you see that they saw it and that they were active like 2 minutes ago, but they didn't say shit. And it's like, you need a response from them.
Yeah.
They know you need a response from them. They don't want to answer. It's like, oh, I kind of know. I know now. You're trying to avoid it. You're going to be held accountable for that.
But that's something I do like about North Dakota is we're in the know, but we're so outside of what's actually happening that it's kind of more peaceful here. Like everything that's happened this past
bullshit.
year, like Baltimore, all that stupid shit. We're not really affected by that.
Yep, not at all. That energy doesn't reach this far.
I mean, we see what's going on because we're looking at our phones. Yeah. We know what the hell's going on, but we're just like, nice and peaceful,
I mean, I always thought that this place was about 5 years behind. It's
a lot of people do think
5 years behind just because there's no reason to grow that fast.
No, like we got everything we need here. Yep. We don't really need to change. We've got it set.
Everything's working. Now, if more people show up, then we have to accommodate that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, this place is growing at its steady pace, as it needs to be.
Mm-hmm. I mean, everything is all good. And, I like living here, except for, I got to walk outside with fucking 3 shirts on.
Yeah. Oh, that's not fun. But
well, hey,
it's North Dakota. Give it up.
Yeah, it up. Hey, we could be further north.
Canada.
Yeah. I mean, we get a lot of the cold that Canada does too, so I'm not really worried about the cold. I kind of like the cold. I hate being hot.
Yeah, I don't like being hot.
'Cause-
Because you can only take off so many layers when you're
I was
hot.
just about to say, you can put a hell of a lot of clothes on.
You
to
can
stay warm.
always warm up. You can create a fire and stay warm, and you can do things to get warm. Cooling your body down is so fucking difficult.
Stay inside.
Like, yeah, you're confined. Like, that sucks. Like, I don't like living like that. And
But,
then,
hey, we get hot days up here too.
Yeah,
That's a lot
no,
of
I'm
things
not
people
gonna-
don't realize.
yeah, it does
is
get
North
hot.
Dakota gets fucking hot.
It gets hot. It feels like the sun is closer. I don't know why, but it feels like that sun is like right there on you. Like, fuck, dude.
I mean, hey,
Ooh, it's hot.
we don't get no 120 like
No, that's,
110, 120, but we definitely get in the hundreds.
dude, that's breaking records. If we had 115, 120.
I think the hottest. I can't remember what the hottest day, but it was in like I want to say the early 1900s, and it got to like 115 maybe. I can't remember how hot it got, but and then on the opposite end, my great grandfather, he saw snow in every month of a year for a whole year straight.
Jesus.
A whole year straight. He saw a month except maybe June. I think that was the only month he didn't see snow. But other than that, it was snowing all year. It's just
Dude, that is nuts.
we get the one extreme to the next.
Hold
I mean,
on.
it's kind of nice because a lot of people, like a lot of the people that live in North Dakota, they're older. We get a lot of the older people living up here. Not like Arizona where they purposely go down there to stay warm, but you know, a lot of the native North Dakota population, like the people who grew up here, some of them are pretty old, so they can kind of know how
Oh, wow.
things are gonna turn out.
So the hottest day in North Dakota recorded was July 6, 1936. It was 121 degrees Fahrenheit.
Holy
Dude, North Carolina, hottest it's gotten there was 110 degrees, and that was in 1983.
damn!
And that's record. Okay, New York, 117 degrees
Damn!
in 1926.
Just think North Dakota's gotten hotter than all those places.
New Mexico, which is way south,
Yeah,
1994, 122 degrees. Like, we're only one degree.
off.
Wow.
It's just weird to think that way.
Like, people don't think that it's really that. Yeah,
Mhm.
we're in the top. Oh, I guess no, that's just alphabetical order. But yeah, that's crazy. Like, what? Getting 121 degrees.
And I bet it was windy as fuck that day too.
So it probably felt like it was 100 degrees.
Yeah. Which, that's a good thing too, is when it's real hot out, you get that nice breeze,
Mhm.
and it kind of helps you out. But then there's the days where you get no wind, and it's hot as balls.
Yeah, those are the days you just want to stay inside.
It's like, yeah, it was a good day to go fishing, but
Yeah,
it's a little warm out here to do that.
Yeah. So with that, I'm gonna wrap this up, man. I appreciate you coming through.
Yeah, no
Thank
problem.
you. All right, we got Shawn. I'm out of here. This is Pyrroh's podcast, man. Take it easy. Peace.